The first case that really took off on the dark web was the Lucy investigation. In January of 2014, we discovered this series of photos that, was named Lucy, of the same girl being sexually abused. In the images, we could see light sockets, electrical outlets. So we knew it was most likely a little girl here in the US. We had, enough reason to believe that she was actively being abused, and her pictures were being distributed across the dark web. As we gathered more, we learned that she had been abused from a younger age. This girl was probably 7 years old in the beginning, and we think she's almost 12 years old now. She was being raped by this man, maybe up to 5 years. I mean, it really was, it kind of took us back a breath.
They was very good at covering their tracks. Consciously cropping out or altering images to remove specific things and be able to hinder our progress.
In the photos, like all photos, there's things in the background. We were looking for clues.
We watched Lucy grow up, basically, in an environment of abuse, like of a systematic abuse.
I mean, it really took us back, especially, Pete and I, having kids that age. About the 8th month of the investigation, we were able to identify a piece of furniture in the photos. That piece of furniture had far more limited sales than other items that we had already identified.
We were trying to make contact with manufacturers and distributors and say, help us out with this, this furniture set. Can you give us a custom?
I can remember clear as day, we were talking about, he's been very careful and he's taking things out of the pictures that, he feels would help identify the girl and locate her and everything else. But the question at that point was, like, what can't you change? Clothing can change, bedding can change, all these things can change, but is there something that can't change? And that's how we came to look at the bricks.
That day, I was sitting at my desk doing my normal, probably paperwork or a report or something for corporate. And it popped up in my inbox, and I read the email, and I knew exactly what the brick was.
He says, that brick didn't travel 50 miles out of this plant. I was so excited at that point.
They were looking in 29 different states, and it was a needle in a haystack. It narrowed it down to possibly one state, one city.
We have an extremely small area to look in now.
We were able to take the list from the furniture manufacturer, just draw a radius around this brick factory and see who falls in that radius.
He whittled down this 10,000 plus list to probably 40, 50 people. So we thought we had a fairly good shot if we looked through social media that somebody on that list might have a picture of Lucy on their page. And probably by 9 a.m., we were flipping through social media pages, and there was Lucy right in front of us. Couldn't fucking believe it. 9 months of looking, and we're sitting there staring at her, and we all looked and said, 100% this is her. 100%.
Started anywhere in the world, and then we narrowed it down to one house. That was a good feeling.
They'd also figured out that living in the house was the mother's boyfriend, and that was a convicted sex offender living there. I mean, at that point, it's 10 or 11 a.m., and our first thought was, how do we get there before she's home from school and eliminate the chance of him having access to her even one more time? And by 4 o'clock, our whole team was in that house, safeguarded Lucy, had started the interview process, and by 5 o'clock, the suspect was in custody.